Hey scientists, today we're going to talk about biotic and abiotic parts of an ecosystem. Okay, first, let's start by looking at an ecosystem as a whole. This is a coral reef. We know we can see fish, and we can see coral. We can see water. We can see some sunlight kind of filtering down. And there's probably some rocks underneath the coral, right? All of those things are the parts of the ecosystem, and how they combine is what makes each different ecosystem unique. So we have organisms and we have physical elements interacting, and that's what makes up the ecosystem. So let's start by looking at living organisms, because that's something we're more familiar with and it's a little easier for us. So the otter is a great example of a living organism. We would call this otter biotic because it is living. Examples of biotic things are organisms, so plants, animals, bacteria, some people would say viruses, but things like a moose, some mushrooms, some maple trees, right? All of those are organisms. But in addition to those organisms, we also have their products. So their products also are considered biotic things as well. So the leaves that fall off the tree, those are biotic. Honey that bees make, or nectar where they, eat, biotic. Waste, such as poop, biotic. Dead plants and animals, biotic. All of these things, organisms and their products, are considered biotic parts of the ecosystem. Okay, cool. Now let's look at the abiotic parts of the ecosystem. Abiotic means non-living, so things that never were alive or are so far broken down from a living thing that it is not recognizable. Once the leaf is broken down into mush and turns into the dirt, it's no longer considered living. It is now considered abiotic, non-living. So some physical elements, parts of the ecosystem that are abiotic: sunlight, rain, specific amounts of rain, water in general, temperature, air, soil, salt, that would be another one, like salt, climate, all kinds of stuff like that. Now, again, the important part about this is the living and non-living, the biotic and abiotic, interact to make the ecosystem unique. And without it, we wouldn't get all these amazingly different ecosystems throughout the world. Each one has different temperatures, amounts of sunlight, different organisms, different soil or lack of soil. All of them different because of all of those parts that make them up to make them unique. Thanks for watching, scientists.